ओम गायत्री महामंत्र। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. Today we embark upon the Shlok number 9 and 10 of chapter number 11, Virat Roop Darshan. These shlokas are going to carry a very deep meaning. Yes, of course, the words of the shloka are very important because now they are going to express the swarup, the stature, the magnanimity of the Almighty in a very poetic form. But more than that, much more than that, is the embedded message which these shlokas carry in the light of their connection and their placement at this point in Shrimed Bhagavad Gita. These verses have been assigned to Sanjaya. Sanjaya, one who was bestowed special powers to see things from a distance and report them back as it is to the blind emperor Dhritarashtra. So, whatever was being cited by Sanjaya, the live transmission was being shared word by word with Dhritarashtra. So Sanjay has been brought in Shrimad Bhagavad Gita in the chapter number 11. Now, advent of Sanjay over here carries a very special meaning. Who is Sanjay? Let's understand that once again. Sanjay is the clear consciousness, the clear conscious mind, the pure mind within each one of us, which can never get biased towards anyone for anything which is malefic, impure, come what may. Let the gain correspond to this mortal plane to any size and stature. Let it correspond, the gain, to correspond to any subject of the life. Greed, lust, fear, let it be anything. But Sanjay shall never come under its impression. Sanjay shall always remain immune, totally immune to all external pressures of any kind, corresponding to anything, and shall always be pure. To retain purity for Arjuna, for Sanjay, is the foremost asset, foremost propensity, foremost feature. So that Sanjay is there within each one of us. Not biased. Although in service to Dhritarashtra, he could have easily minced some words, he could have tailored his expression, he could have avoided now the words that now talk about magnanimity of the Virat Roop of Krishna, remaining silent, deflecting, undermining, not expressing them as it is being cited. No. Sanjay will mix nothing from its own because Sanjay has no mind of its own. Sanjay has only one and only one single pointed objective, single pointed existential base, and that is as it is, as it is shall be served. Good, bad, however enticing or fearsome. No, no change, no mutation. Sanjay is immutable. And that Sanjay, with passage of time, gathers so much of strength in a spiritual seeker that even during transition of life, instant the instantaneous aspects of a seeker, they get impressed by this Sanjay. If anything is irking, if anything which is irritating, anything which is bad, if it is transpiring within a seeker at the end of a thought, observation, or intention, is reported back magnified form, so that you cannot trespass your own self, your own true self. That is Sanjay. So if we miss the point of Sanjay being over here, then mere mention about the poetic expression about magnanimity of the stature of Almighty, which is beyond form, beyond any expression, limitless, shall not do service to the placement of these verses by Adi Guru Muni Vedvyas in the 11th chapter over here. So it's more important for us to seriously assign our understanding towards Sanjaya, one who shall always remain victorious, one who can never be given a defiance, one who will always be as it is, one who shall not side by any fear or favor, never, totally immune. That is Sanjay. So, Sanjay, its significance is more important for us to notice. Of course, yes, we will get on to the words of the verse. We shall get on to the words of the verse and also try to understand the meaning of them. But if we go merely and confine ourselves to the meaning of the shlokas, then the most crucial point of missing the significance of Sanjay being assigned these verses over here shall be missed. And we're not going to do that. So, here, enrich the Sanjay within yourself, within each one of us. Try to strengthen it, respect it, give it an obeisance, recognize it at a larger stature that yes, you are the custodian of the ultimate objective of my life. You will safeguard me whenever I try to deviate, deflect, whenever I am colored by the impression of any kind of lust, greed, fear. You will uncolor me, unbias me, remove that veil of greed upon me, and bring that inner effulgence outside. So, Sanjay, you are the custodian. Giving all respect to Sanjay, observe its presence within each one of us and then move forward. Otherwise, mere poetic expression shall not do any justice and we shall miss the most crucial point. Now, let us come down to the verse. What does verse 1 intend to convey? Let's read the verse. The shloka conveys एवं उक्त्वा ततः राजन् महायोगेश्वरः हरिः दर्शयामास पार्थाय परमं रूपम ऐश्वरम. Having spoken thus, O king, then the limitless Lord of all yogis, whose grace destroys all papas, all sin, showed to Arjuna his wonderful, wondrous, all inclusive form. So it talks about the magnanimity of the Lord. In the next sloka, it says, Aneka vakanayanam, Aneka adbhut darshanam, Aneka divyabharanam, Divyane kodyatayudham. The form consisted of countless mouths and eyes, countless wonderful objects, countless celestial ornaments, and countless extraordinary weapons that were raised in a state just to put into use. So, all this is being expressed, although it is a part of a metaphoric expression, but the core objective has to be understood that magnanimity is now being revealed before a being who is trapped under the limitations of comprehensions only through sensorious instruments. Without deploying sensory organs, it cannot connect, comprehend, and understand. So, in order to connect that limited being who is always constrained by these senses, it has to be given an understanding of a stature of magnanimity beyond. So, what should be brought in? That's why this poetic expression, wherein we find these celestial aspects that try to project magnanimity, being brought before as Virat Roop Darshan. But more important than these shall always count the assignment given to whom? Sanjaya, one who is always victorious, one who shall never mince words, shall never add something from its own, shall always remain free of all bias and color, will always be truthful to whatever is transpiring, report it. And that is what is expected out of Sanjaya within each one of us to safeguard the ultimate objective of this life so that we do not issue discounts to our own self. By clinging to our own cravings, yearnings, inner subjects, we do not start issuing discount coupons and trespass our own prime interest. That obedience has to be paid. That has to be recognized within each one of us. And that's the most important aspect of bringing in Sanjay's recognition to the forefront while talking about these particular verses. Having said upon this, there's much to be said in the coming verses. ओम ही सत्य है, ओम ही सत्य है, ओम ही सत्य है.